Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm Kelly Thompson, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics.
Now we need a Leo Williams job.
I have been working on that. I've been trying to get an interview with her for a while. Alright, kids, but we're back. That's right. Second week in a row. Unlimited Justice, your Justice League, your Justice Society podcast.
It's ironic we canceled the Justice League Justice Society because nothing's going on, and now something's going on with Justice Society, and I'm so pissed. But we don't have time. We have other things to do.
Yes. Again, we can always drop stuff on Salty and Petty, but that's right. I am
after Transformers month.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I am Phil. Joining me as always.
Not a Karen anymore. A little Paige. What kind of damn name is Paige?
What kind of
She's a star, damn it! She's a star.
What kind of hard drive story have we stumbled onto?
I mean, I'm an old school, Power Girl fan. Karen Starr,
Yes. So, yes, kids, that's the special occasion. Yes, we are here to talk. Today's
some busty justice.
This week's new release. Yes, Power Girl special. And
I have thoughts. I was reading some of the reviews, and I was just like, clearly you just hate women. Like, clearly you've read too much Kevin Smith and Frank Miller in your life, and you can't appreciate a good story. Because the Power Girl story is like literally Power Girl, more like girl power. And this is what I mean, the difference between being written by a man and being written by a woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very clear, distinctive thing. And even though I didn't really care for the Lazarus Planet stuff, it is good to see Power Girl being reincorporated within the super family because it's been long overdue. Now, do I like her psychic abilities? No. Am I willing to go see where this goes? Sure. Am I hoping Johnny Sorrow gets a little more teeth? Absolutely. But this is the first, introduction, the one shot and the spinoff, and I think it was a good setup.
Yeah, I mean, well, spoilers. I mean, they kind of did away with most of those psychic abilities by the end of this. But,
yeah.
And then that one page where Catwoman shows up, I was like, I'm like, Teeny's doing a good job, but Leah Williams on Catwoman,
Well, Leah's like the new Kelly Thompson. She's got a lot on her plate.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah, she was doing a bunch at Marvel. She did like that Exterminators miniseries. Yeah.
But let's talk about the backup first. I guess Fire and Ice, because Guy Gardner shows up. I guess that's continued from that Action Comics. 52 or 52?
What?
Or whatever. Fire and Ice backstory. I really don't read Action Comics, but I can't remember which one it was. But apparently that was a continuation from their backup story there or something.
Oh yeah. Again, I've completely forgotten about that. But yeah, I guess this is
Batman has to show. Not Batman, Superman has to show up. He's like,
Superman.
"Oh, you think you're doing, Guy Gardner? Get out of here! Just gonna kick your ass, buddy. Get out of here!"
But yes, because we're starting.
Well, no, that was something that a lot of people were kind of praising. It's everything's been kind of revolving around Gotham and Batman too long. This is really a nice, refreshing change to see something revolve around the Superman family. That's not steeped in controversy because his son's gay, blah blah blah, all that. So that's also something that I feel hopeful for. This has been kind of a step in the right direction, and it's also female led, and it's it's a female led character book, and then it's all female writer, letterer, colorist, at least on the Power Girl stuff. I know Nachos was on the Fire and Ice stuff, but it's just really nice.
Yeah,
I think this is really rubbing a certain neck beard, fedora wearing part of the comic book community or the wrong way. A little bit,
I don't
unfortunately. Our boobs aren't big enough.
Oh, well, is that kind of, at least some of the point of the jacket where for Power Girl, where it's you still have the boob window, but it kind of, you can obscure it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not like I said, it's kind of an essential part of her lore at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I would hate for them to kowtow and back that down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that was in the wrong message. Like, there's nothing wrong with having, like, big boobs and showing them off if you want. And clearly she wants to. So, like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know about the jacket. It just kind of screams 90s to me.
Well, 90s are back.
That's true.
It's better than Tanya's Power Girl suit.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have a whole thing. Like, I don't agree when Wonder Woman wears pants. Like, it's a whole thing. It's like, if that's really truly what she wanted to do, that's fine. But that was like the writer's like stance on it. And actually, Wonder Woman's pants are like super controversial, and I don't want to get us off topic. So, I remember one time Travis Langley posted like just casually about something like, you know, in his book, and then like he mentioned the pants, and then literally all the comments devolved into like how much everybody hated the pants. So yeah. That'll get us, and I feel like the boob window is kind of similar to that. That'll get us off track and then deep into the weeds real fast.
Oh yeah, we could do a whole episode on that boob window.
And we did. Scroll down or scroll over.
Pretty much, yes. But yeah, I mean, basically the Power Girl story pretty much continues. Yeah, there was Action Comics backups with like this. I think it's the whole same team from this story. So yeah, if you're
And I was trying to like catch up, and I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna, because Lazarus Planet was awful for everybody.
Yeah, you don't have to read Lazarus Planet. I was gonna say just jump into those backups or in Action
Even
Comics.
those backups were a bit like I started. I'm just like, no, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was kind of.
This one is like kind of like they're putting that behind them. That was like their jumping off point where they got their foot into the door, and so like it's like, okay, whatever came before this, I don't care. This is the story that I'm worried about, kind of thing, and I think that's how most people should approach it if you just haven't been reading Superman lately. Yeah,
like you said, I mean, it's great that Clark's actually back in the limelight. You know, it's not all Batman every 2 seconds.
Yeah, and that's kind of the weird thing about the Superman family. They're stretched out everywhere, whereas most Bat fam are like kind of centered around Gotham and its, you know, suburbs, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're still in that dark and gloomy and messed up place, whereas like you know, a couple of the other Superman, you know, family people are like spread out more, and you get to see more, and they have a more diverse personality palette, I guess. Right, because she's been estranged from the Superman family for a while, you know. So this is like really interesting to see where they're going to go with that, and if they're actually is she going to replace Supergirl, because Supergirl's brand is super damaged, especially after this Flash movie. I don't expect it, so I think that's probably why they're putting Power Girl into the spotlight. So we're going to be seeing and it's been a diminished return on the Supergirl brand since 1984. If we're going to be real. Right.
Oh man, Burn. Well, I'd say,
and like even the Supergirl TV show did no favors for that character.
Well, I'd say at least in Crisis, because again, you know,
they killed her.
Yeah, and then first Supergirl they bring back is Matrix, which wasn't actually a Kryptonian. It wasn't Kryptonian, so no one knew what the hell was going on.
They didn't even know what the hell was going on. At least she wasn't making out with her horse or her cousin, so there's that.
Whoa! Enough with your hard drive. All right.
That wasn't even my hard drive. That was somebody else's fetish.
I know.
Oh, the 50s were weird, man. Anyway.
But, no, because, yeah, the whole Fire and Ice thing, we know they already announced that they're getting a mini-series here, but, now
I don't think that backup did them any favors. A lot of people felt like it was too short to really give anybody an idea of whether or not they should buy the number one, but, I mean, it's a backup. What do you want? 10 pages. That's all you get.
Yeah, exactly. But
it didn't necessarily whet my appetite, but you know, Guy Gardner showed up, so that instantly, you know, smashed my girl boner. I was like, oh, this guy.
Yeah, he's making a comeback, because it seems like almost, because last week are you reading Unstoppable Doom Patrol?
No.
Cal and Guy showed up in that one, so.
Yeah, well, you know, the Green Lanterns as a whole are allegedly going to make a comeback. So sometime.
I mean, there's actually an ongoing book again, so.
Yeah, allegedly.
How dare you? And then like there's a Jon Stewart backup, which is supposed to spin out a miniseries. So
again, like I said, allegedly.
Yeah.
I believe it when I see it. Or do I feel it's gonna end up like that Luke Cage miniseries? Still better. Yeah. I don't know. Black characters have a habit of disappearing in the big two.
Man, I'd still love to talk to that writer. Although
there wasn't enough room on the schedule.
Well, no, I think the story came out. They're like, oh, this could be too controversial or whatever. Yeah. But what Zeb Wells is doing isn't controversial. Okay.
Well, same old.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, Spider-Man killing off a young girl. Okay. We've been doing this for 80 years, 60 years. They wish they were doing it for 80 years. Anyway.
Do this all day.
Literally, they can.
Yeah, pretty much. But, no, I mean, just the way they ended the Power Girl story, I'm just like, man, are we going to get a miniseries or an ongoing?
Yeah, we're gonna get I think it's a miniseries. I don't think it's ongoing just because of the state of DC right now.
Yeah. I was gonna say, unless you're a Batman or Superman property or like Flash or Wonder Woman, you're not getting an ongoing at this point.
They're begrudgingly giving Wonder Woman because people would bitch too much if they tried to cancel that Wonder Woman at this point.
Yeah, I mean, well, they're rebooting. That's what they're.
Yeah. I don't know, but I enjoyed the art. Like I said, the Johnny Sorrow, I could leave it or take it, but it was interesting to like,
yeah, but
I don't know, interweave all that stuff. Like I would have just dropped it.
Yeah,
they're more professional than I am, so.
I think they were just looking for Earth 2 villain, and Per Digaton's busy right now.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I want to see the Super family and their interactions with her. It's going to be interesting. Like, I mean, she got stuck with Harley last time they tried to like make her give a comeback, which, you know, sure, eyes and beaver jokes, but like if you want to take a character seriously, I think this is the better way. Personally, no shade, no tea to Amanda Connor and Jimmy. But you know, I've never really cared for that interpretation.
But I mean, again, they should. Like you said, with the Supergirl brand, you know, in the state it's about to be in, they need to do something Power Girl, because again, she carried her own series until New 52 killed. I mean, she got 27 issues till New 52 killed that. Yeah,
for reasons.
Well,
it's similar to Crisis. It's like, babes, we tried that with Crisis. People were pissed. Why are you repeating the same mistakes over and over and again? I know you're crazy, but that's like one of the definitions of insanity.
Well, that's among my many other reasons why I resented New 52. It killed off so many series I was reading, like Power Girl, Booster Gold, Red Robin.
Literally right when they were getting super good too. It's like, you idiots, you freaking idiots. And we've, like I said, personally, I think we've been chasing our tail since the original Crisis event, right?
Yeah, not as bad, but yeah, so definitely once we hit the 2000s and we started getting Crisis after Crisis.
Yeah.
At least,
I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
I like Leah Williams. I like a lot of her stuff that she's done. I was really surprised that they tasked her with this. This didn't really like seem like it was in her wheelhouse from the other stuff. Like, you know, Power Girl's iconic in her own right, but like at the same time, she's not as like complex as some of the other characters. Like, because people don't want to make her that complex. She's just kind of conflicted as opposed to complex. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
but again, I think it depends who's writing her too, and which way they want to go. You know, it's like, do you want to write her as the outside?
Well, she's never really had a clear. Let's be honest, because of the whole situation of which she comes from, she's never had clear purpose and direction.
Oh, once again, because of Crisis. I mean, between 1986 and 2000, so there was basically a 20-year window there where it was just basically like, well, there is no Earth 2, so what is she?
She's a clone. She's magic. She's this. She's that.
She's granddaughter.
She's Maxwell Lord Sexdoll. Who knows?
Oh my.
I mean, basically, if you know, you know. So yeah, I'm interested. Like, has she ever been written by a woman before? I think this is the first time, isn't it?
I'm trying to remember, because maybe. You know what? That's the thing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would say more so than Supergirl. If you take Power Girl, I mean, if DC did this right, give her a female writer or two, I mean, they could give Carol Danvers a run for her money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, question. Live action Power Girl, who should it be?
Ooh, I don't know.
Pamela Anderson is too old and not a good actor, so I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, I was going to say, do you have to have a busty actress, or can you fake that?
Of course you can fake that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks terrible, but you can fake it.
Yeah.
I don't know who I would want. It's like I'm not in the know with like these new and not Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie is also too old.
Sydney Sweeney.
She's currently in her flop era.
Sydney Sweeney.
Maybe.
I mean, she's blonde. She's kind of busty, so.
I don't know. She doesn't even have to be a real blonde, because who's actually a real blonde? Actually, she's problematic, so no.
Okay.
I
know
they
nothing.
have enough I mean, she's like on the level of Ezra. If you know, you know.
Okay. I knew nothing about her background. Okay, I was just going by looks. Okay.
Yeah, she's probably kicked off of Euphoria, so that's probably the end of it for her.
That's true. We don't need a blonde, because I mean, how many live action Barry Allens have we had, and not one of them has been blonde? Exactly. Oh, did you see that?
F in the chat for John Wesley Shipp.
Did you see that? The director of the Flash movie made some kind of statement like, "Oh no, Ezra Miller's like the best person to ever play Flash, and if there's a sequel, he would go with them again."
The best person, John Wesley Shipp is still alive, so I'm glad you didn't get to hear that to roll over in his grave. But
everyone online was either saying John Wesley Shipp or how dare you, Grant Gustin is still there. So you know,
I know, like literally, he just finished the show.
I think everyone was saying, literally, any other person who was playing live action Flash would be a better choice than Ezra Miller.
Wow, bro.
They're really trying to hype that movie, no matter what it takes. And again, the only thing it's going to say, if they make any money, it's going to be Michael Keaton's back.
What is Sasha Call?
That's the one playing Supergirl.
Oh no, she's not. No.
Yeah, that's the one playing Supergirl in the Flash movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Henry Cavill. He means nothing. Literally nothing. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm super excited. I actually would prefer a Power Girl animated series by the same makers from Harley Quinn.
Nice.
That's actually, I think, would be the better route, and it would be like easier to get her into like the mainstream zeitgeist, if you will. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Because adult animation, that's like kind of the way to go now. Mm-hmm. Trust me, those are going to be some adult themes. And I ain't talking paying mortgages.
Oh my. Dude. You mean adult like the Harley Quinn animated series?
Yeah.
Oh my.
The same people that do Harley, I think, will probably do a really great job of Power Girl.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, like, they actually get Harley and what, like, actual Harley fans that don't cosplay as, like, Suicide Squad Harley, like, they get it. Like, old school Harley. Like, I'm talking Batman the Animated Series Harley. Like, that has a lot of her, like, pathos and, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. And again, I mean, that could raise the profile enough of that animated series where if she gets popular enough, they'll be like, we must make it that live action.
Yeah. Even a TV show, like, eventually, maybe. I don't know. We haven't ever... I mean, I feel like we should do different stuff in the Superman family. Like, I'm tired of it always being Superman. If I'm being quite frank, like, I am getting burnt out on live-action Superman TV shows.
I mean, I'm liking Superman and Lois right now.
Yeah, but it's still same old, more of the same. It's still in that same mold, you know?
But then meanwhile, we get every Batman show doesn't have Batman in it.
Well, that's what they get. You make a deal with the devil. It's like, Disney, just stop being a dickhead and give them the rights back, man.
Whoa.
I mean, how much? Like, okay, I feel like Warner Bros. Should go to Sony and go, Sony, you give Spider-Man back. We'll give you some money if you give Spider-Man back to Marvel on the condition they give us Batman back. I feel like it needs to be some kind of devil's tango over there. Everybody just sits down and becomes a damn adult. Because Disney's in enough trouble right now. Like, they should just, as a stockholder, I'm worried, is all I'm going to say.
Oh, my.
Disney Plus wasn't the move they thought it was going to be, is all that I'll say, and leave it alone.
Is it too much, just like too many TV shows and movies every...
Well, you know, they lost 5 million subscribers in the first quarter.
Why?
Because there's nothing on Disney Plus.
Oh.
I mean, the way that they make their programming is just like people just cancel and start it back up when The Mandalorian starts. And then the shows, you know, that they did make that are connected to the MCU are too expensive and actually not enough people to watch it. So it's a whole thing.
Oh my.
Paramount Plus is looking shockingly. Paramount Plus is starting to look like the big winner out of the streaming, and I'm like, what kind of fucking parallel universe am I living in where Paramount Plus is coming out on time?
Well, I mean, they got a nice variety. All the Star Trek stuff.
They got the Kiefer Sutherland. They got the Sylvester Stallone stuff. They got the Jeremy. They got something for everybody. They got that damn Kevin Costner whole cinematic universe over there out of Yellowstone.
Got Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. You got your Daria reruns, your Teen Wolf stuff.
I mean, so
all their original programming. I'm not gonna lie, it's solid.
I mean, is that the formula? It seems like they're hitting every genre, trying to target every age bracket there.
Yeah, and I mean, technically, they have Transformers now. So.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah, that's a Paramount thing, right? Did I imagine that? I feel like I did not imagine.
I don't know. I was gonna say. I said, Disney needs to wrap up some Transformers rights.
Good luck with that now. You'll pry it out of their cold dead hands. Is it? Yeah, the original cartoon Earthspark is on Paramount Plus. I was thinking the actual movies they had too. I don't know, but anyway, we'll find out when we review the movie. I'm sure I'll figure it out by then. Check out Salty and Petty.
Yes.
And our month of Transformers in June.
That's right.
Anyway, no, I was super happy with it. I think people that don't like it are just haters and hate women. Personally,
yeah, I liked it.
That's just the vibes.
Yeah, I liked it. The story was good. The art is good.
The art was really great.
Yes.
I was kind of worried about it. I was just like, okay. And then I saw it. I was like, okay, no, it's actually good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who doesn't want Jim Lee to draw Power Girl? That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
this
my.
This is good. this is good. And like I said, it's the, written by a man versus written by a woman. It's the same thing with the art. It's still good, but it's not as literally in your face. Which I like, because I feel like she was a gimmick and like a punchline, and to modernize Power Girl, you can't have that going forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, I think there's a nice little.
It's a balance.
Yes, it is a nice balance. Again,
although I still really like. Obviously, it's my profile picture for today. Will Jack on that. It was this Action 52 or 53 variant cover or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like that. That is, that's my preferred aesthetic. But you can't win them all. But it's still, like I said, I still really enjoyed the art.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I miss the cape. I kind of miss having like a long cape.
Yes, listen, I know I love Edna Mode and The Incredibles, no capes, I know, but for Power Girl, she's the only female superhero that I feel like it actually works on. Sorry, Huntress. Sorry, Batgirl. Because think about all the other people like Zatanna, Black Canary. I'm just saying, Wonder Woman doesn't have a cape.
Well, that's what I say for most
well, unless you like the 70s.
Especially if you're a flying character, a cape kind of helps.
It's flair
visually.
Yeah.
And especially if you're going to be if we're going to try to be folding her back into the Superman family.
Yeah, exactly. Although I mean, if they put her in a nice pantsuit that keeps the power panel and the power window and the jacket, it would make a little more sense for aerodynamics, I guess. But I mean, all the Superman family has a little bit of flair and pizzazz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like she's definitely missing out on that aspect. But if you do want to modernize, I think you have to take away the cape. If that's the whole purpose of it. As long as she's not looking like White Canary from the Arrowverse, we're good.
I was about to say, it doesn't even look like Supergirl has a cape right now, does she? Because I was going to say maybe they were doing that just to differentiate her from Supergirl.
No, I didn't think she had a cape right now.
Yeah, no. Yeah, except for Clark, a lot of them. And maybe, I think John, most of them I don't think are wearing capes.
Well, then she should definitely have a cape.
Exactly.
It's like, if Clark's the only one with a cape, she needs a cape. They're on that same level. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
But no, I mean, I don't know why they had to have a Fire and Ice backup. I still am kind of confused about
Again,
that.
to promote that miniseries.
I know, but I don't really see other than, you know what I mean? I just don't get why she got burdened with that.
I think it was just eyes on,
It's because she's not even, Leah Williams is not even writing that series, so it just kind of felt tacked on. And a little bit to the detriment of Power Girl. She could have used those extra 10 pages, I think.
Personally. Oh, yeah, I would have enjoyed that, too, but I wonder if it was just a case of, it's like...
It was an editorial mandate.
Yeah, and if you like Power Girl, maybe you like Fire and Ice.
I guess because Fire and Ice was also during that Lazarus Planet stuff, too, within Action Comics.
Yeah, and there was a point where they were all, in Justice League around that time, a certain era and stuff.
Justice League or Justice Society?
Well, I mean, back in like the 80s, 90s, they all three of them were in the Justice League at one point.
Okay, if that's the tangential thread we're going on, that's fine.
And again, female characters may feel like this female character book written by a female. Maybe you'll like this other one.
Maybe.
Well,
I think this week also benefited for Power Girl because it was the 5th Tuesday of the month, and it was only like 4 other books out, right?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot out, so yeah.
So I think this actually we'll probably see really good sales on this. Remind me next week.
Yes,
I'll let you know. Also, it also came out during when they put out DC Pride 2023. The books that it came with, like it stood out for sure against all the covers. Yeah, you had Detective Comics 1072, Icon versus Hardware #3, and DC Pride 2023. So yeah, this one the covers alone were just like showstoppers and stood out on the shelves. So
yeah, and I'd rather have this than like another like remember like the fifth week they were doing like just like annuals. I'd rather have this than like a Batman or a Harley annual. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I miss the tradition, but the tradition is like trash now. So, like everything else in life, it's all trash.
I mean, it's basically
let's do something different.
It's basically like the size of an annual, but it's just Power Girl. In a backup.
A little short.
Well, yeah. Well, I wonder.
I could have used. I could have literally used a giant size 96-page Power Girl special, but that's just me.
And
I was doing my wrist curls and everything, guys.
Oh my!
Gotta slip in a little innuendo here and there. Come on. I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
I mean, if they don't think a character like Power Girl can sustain like a monthly book, what about like doing something once a quarter like that, 96 pages once a quarter or something?
Yeah, I think that the industry needs to try something new because it's dying. The comic book industry is dying. Like, Spider-Man's not selling how it used to be. Batman's not selling how it used to be. Look at we talk about it all the time. The state of Superman. The indies are actually doing better than them at this point on a more consistent basis. Like Spawn and all his whole family's on a consistent basis doing better than the big two. So I mean, obviously there's something wrong.
You have to rethink the model because I think they think whether it's an ongoing or in a miniseries, they have to have something at least once a month. It's like no, put something out once a quarter. I mean,
we used to actually do that with the artist showcase specials and stuff like that.
They used to do those.
Vertigo used to be Vertigo's go-to model, to be quite honest, with a lot of their stuff too.
What was that? Early 90s. They used to do like a Justice League quarterly, a Green Lantern quarterly. I mean,
yeah, because honestly, with so many like minis, I get burnt out on like the miniseries and stuff. So.
Yeah, but again, put this out like once a quarter. Do Power Girl as like the star, and then. If you want to follow this model, do a second story with like another female character. This time it was Fire and Ice. Next time,
Huntress.
That was what I was about to say.
Santana.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe a crossover with Wonder Woman. I don't know.
Yeah.
Catwoman. Whoever. It's so many female characters that have gotten the shaft in like the last decade. Well, not Catwoman because she's consistently.
I mean, she has her own book. So, but I'm maybe throwing people here who don't have their own ongoing books.
Well, we have Harley to thank for that. Harley has literally become the new Wonder Woman for whatever fucking reason.
I mean, hey, Power Girl with a Star Girl backup one time.
That would be cool.
Or team up.
I mean, we have a whole bunch of female Green Lanterns, a lot of stuff we could do. If you want to do like the Power Girl Power special.
Like I said, once a quarter, do it.
Yeah, it's so much they could be doing right now that they're just not. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they do. But the Horsemen kind of like, God, I don't know.
Yeah, that
whole thing. I was like, who wrote this? A Flash writer? Who came up with this? The Piper, the Pendulum. I was like, Hartley, is that you, buddy?
Was it supposed to?
That would have been cool actually if it was the Pied Piper.
Yeah. But I think it was
missed opportunity.
It was more like she's fighting like ideas or.
Yeah, I know. Psychic abilities always go wonky.
So there's no Shadow King, is what you say, eh?
Exactly. But no, solid start. I saw more praise than hate, which is really good. I was really worried that this is going to be like the Marvels, where it's like, oh, it's female, blah. We hate it. We're not even going to read it. We just hate it.
Well, that's what I was going to say. A female-led book like this, yeah, you have to read it for yourself. Don't don't read the reviews.
Yeah. Like I said, and for the most part, but like, it was a really eyebrow-raising review that I read from one of the mainstreams, and this was like the first time I was like, what's the difference? Oh, it's got more boobs, literally all over, from the names to the characters. I did not know you were like this. I'm not going to say the institution.
But no, I was going to say they didn't like it.
Yeah, they hated it. They gave it the lowest rating. They gave it like a 3 or something.
Wow.
So, yeah, he has Frank Miller brain rot. I said it. Frank Miller.
Oh, Frank Miller, okay.
Your mother's a whore! So, I was shocked. So, I was like, yeah, that's just pure misogyny. Like I said, does it have its issues? Sure. But am I willing to give it a chance? Yes. I think it's a solid B+.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because it's spinning out of that Lazarus planet and the backup was really unnecessary for me personally.
And like you said, I could have used a couple more pages.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather a story leave me wanting more than being like, ugh, at the end. Like, I don't ever want to read that again. You know? You know what I mean? Like, like the Fire and Ice story. That's how it left me with only 10 pages. I'm like, probably shouldn't have had Guy Gardner in there. That really, really broke up the mood. But I guess they used to date or whatever, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, and again, it's like we know Fire and Ice are getting a miniseries. Come on, what's coming next for Power Girl? Come on.
Exactly. Well, no, we know that she's gonna get a miniseries. I thought that was what it was said. It's not gonna be an ongoing.
Oh, I didn't know. Did they even announce that? Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, they announced it way back, I think.
Okay.
I feel like I might have saw that in the solicits. I might.
Is that going to be Leah Williams?
Pretty sure, yeah. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that they did say she was gonna. There was 2 spinoffs coming out of this book, and I'm assuming since Fire and Ice is 1.
Oh wait, here we go. Power Girl Special number 1 launches 2 new Dawn of DC titles.
I
thought
I read that.
Oh yeah.
But you know, I smoke, so I don't know. My memory's not the greatest.
Oh yeah. Smoke the doobie. Oh no, yes, because Pot is spinning out Power Girl, of course, and Fire and Ice. Welcome to Smallville. So yeah.
Yeah. Yikes.
I mean,
you would think they wouldn't want to touch Smallville. Like they remember what happened the last time DC touched Smallville. They were like, "Oh, Tom Welling gave up his powers." What? That pissed so many people off.
Are they trying to do like a parody of that Paris Hilton show? I'm just like, why would Clark dump this on his mother? You know, it's just.
Wow. Listen. He dumped Kira off with strangers. So, you know, like, well, not strangers, but strangers. You know what I mean? Instead of taking care of her himself. So, Clark has a habit. That's all I'm saying. He's not perfect. Okay?
Yes. Oh, okay. September 5th is when that Power Girl comes out.
Nice.
Because we're waiting till after Night Terrors.
But like, also, Dark Night of the Soul was an interesting title for this issue.
I know. I was like, I saw no
Like, are they trying to bait and switch people? Maybe that's why that one reviewer was pissed off.
Batman, my favorite character.
They just assumed Dark Knight, like that. Yeah, they just assumed. I feel like maybe they just didn't get it.
Oh my. Okay, so Power Girl and Fire and Ice both come out September 5th. So
cool. Remind me to pick up Fire and Ice, because otherwise I won't.
I wonder, is this going to be is that going to be the ongoing creative team? Because there's a cover by Terry and Rachel Dodson.
Oh, we haven't heard from them in literal decades, right? Is this on the DC side?
Maybe, yeah.
I feel like I haven't heard that name for DC in a really long
time.
Oh,
no. Artist Bustos. I don't know.
I think Leah is still going to be doing the Power Girl.
Yeah, it did say yeah, she's going to be writing the Power Girl, so, yeah. Standalone. Oh, wait, is that their new thing for miniseries? It says her standalone series, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you think it's going to be, I think it's going to be a miniseries. I don't think it's going to be ongoing.
Again, if you're not Batman or Superman, hell, that Green Arrow right now is a miniseries.
Yeah, case in point. Well, it should be. It wasn't ready for prime time, but it's not my business right now. I've kind of given up on the Green Arrow thing at this point. A Treehouse Arrow. I'm done. I'm absolutely fucking done. You don't know how bad that. I was just like, oh god, they're gonna make him like before Denny fixed him.
Oh,
he's just gonna be Green Batman.
And spoilers: the character they brought back from the dead, he's hanging out with at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, really? We're going there?
It was literally no need for that. Let that bitch lay where she lays.
Whoa!
I freaking hate that character.
I'm just like, isn't that the whole point? Well,
I hope that he's just hallucinating.
Well, they aged her up a little bit too, because I'm just like, isn't that the whole point? Is like, you know, these kids, they either age them up or like kill them off, you know.
Yeah, I digress. But yeah, so Terry and Rachel, like, they do all the Vampirella stuff. That's why I was just like, oh, it'd be interesting if they came back to DC. I haven't, like I said, I think since the 2010s, maybe. I think since that they did something with Frank Miller.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I want to say it's the last thing I saw them do something for DC, but again, I'm old. I don't know. Anyway, no, I thought that this was great though. I'm glad we did a special for her. I hope everybody enjoyed the book. Honestly, I would love to see more Power Girl. I think it's overdue.
Oh yeah,
to get her back to her like classical roots, I guess, as it were.
I can't wait for that September 5th. And again, I guess we want an ongoing, man. You guys got to vote with your dollars.
Yeah, that's the main thing. If you really like a book, like I know our me mateys, but like I actually do go out and buy the variants and stuff too. So that's why I never really feel bad. I've given them literal millions of dollars probably at this point over the course of my life. Oh yeah. So like I literally don't feel bad, but I do support the stuff that I like by buying physical copies and variants and stuff. And I don't even want to. I can't even tell you. I'm embarrassed to tell you how much money I actually spent on Free Comic Book Day. So.
Oh my.
Well, no, like I went and bought art from a lot of the artists that were out and about and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, don't feel stuff signed. Don't feel bad about that. Supporting the artists, no.
Yeah. It's just so yeah. It's like I just don't. That's why I'm just like, you know, fuck corporations. But I do like spend my money, and I have spent way too much money at this point. Because I'm an adult with adult money and no responsibilities.
Now give me my comic books.
So yeah, I am definitely gonna vote with my dollars. I'm interested to see what that story is, and like I said, I am super excited to see them explore the Power Girl dynamics. I hope she gets a chance to talk to everybody in the Superman family, and I hope she gets to talk to like Lois too. I feel like we haven't seen that dynamic.
Yes, that would be. Oh yes, that's the team up win. Oh, that would see you do that series we were talking about. I mean, that's an issue. Power Girl with a Lois Lane backup.
Now that's something I can. Now that. Can get a backup.
Exactly.
Because honestly, I like that last Lois Lane series they did. I don't know why. And it got good reviews and it was doing well, but I don't know what happened.
You would think they would do
even the Jimmy Olsen book, low key, like did good, but they got rid of it.
Yeah, and you would think they would do something now, like another miniseries, because you have a TV show, Superman and Lois.
Well, I think they learned their lesson from that Supergirl thing they tried to pull. Remember, it was.
Well, that whole thing too. It's like in the comics they couldn't decide whether they wanted to be the TV show or not because the comics were kind of different.
The Green Arrow effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like, babes, we actually don't like Felicity, and that proved it. But you guys kept her on anyway. That literally proved real Green Arrow fans hate that version of Felicity Smoke. I was not the only one. I feel vindicated, and that made me feel so good and warm inside, bro. I was just like, see, it's not just me being a bitch. It's true. No real Green Arrow fan likes this. We tolerated Diggle. Diggle was incorporated way better.
Oh, my. Exactly.
But Felicity Smoke in the Arrowverse is a menace and should have been stopped. When she blew up that city, she should have been stopped. She should have went to Blackwater. Blackgate Penitentiary.
Iron Heights.
Exactly. Anyway, yeah. Please do send in your thoughts. Even if it's just about the art, but hopefully you made it to the story.
Yes.
You made it to the dialogue boxes.
Oh, hey, it's like, hey, there's two reasons I like this Power Girl. The story and the art. Ha ha. But yeah, and again, I have all summer. I've been trying even before this issue, but I want to try to. I want to talk to Leah Williams. If you know how to
Let's manifest it, guys.
If you know how to make that happen, please get a hold of me.
Put the vibes in the air.
Exactly. Okay, that's not the same week. No, I was looking up because I know Flash and Wonder Woman 800 are both coming up. I think it said Flash is next week, and then Wonder Woman 800's June 20th or something.
You want to pop in to check in on that, or
I mean,
up to you if you have time.
I don't care. Do you want to?
Sure.
Sure. Which one or both? Because I was going to say there are 2 different weeks.
Yeah, no, we can do both.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's a really monumental thing that happened for them, especially given the history where they've been treated kind of like the literal redheaded stepchildren of DC for whatever freaking reason.
Well, pretty much.
Like, how come, like, Flash's book should have been continued? Like, Flash is kind of like Spider-Man at this point. Like, what volume are you talking? It's like, ugh. So many volumes.
I know. And
you don't even include Impulse in that, so you don't actually, because it's a different thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, kids. So 2 more episodes in June. Yes, at least. Yes. So the Flash 800 is next week, I believe, and yeah, Wonder Woman 800. It's at June 20th. So.
And I mean, it's curious to see what they're going to do with that Flash thing, because I mean, this is a big number for them.
Oh, the Flash thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the end of Jeremy Adams' run.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, he said he would have stayed on there a lot longer, but...
Got to make a shiny new number 1. You can't be like Marvel and just reboot with the same person. Even DC wouldn't do that.
Oh, burn.
Yeah, Marvel's making some bad choices. That's all I'm saying. I'm worried about Marvel.
Yeah.
It's not just the Zeb thing. I mean, like on a real high level business scale of things, they're, and Disney in general too, but like Marvel specifically, it's starting to feel like the end of the 90s again. Like they've been shuffling and doing stuff and backstabbing people. So
well, that's what Will and I were talking about last night. I posed the question. It's like, you know, back in the day, they were willing to take chances with these comics. Now that they're back,
just wash, rinse, repeat.
Now that they're backed by big companies, are they just like, they're not willing to take chances, and 2, they're just like, oh, okay, so we lost money on that, but you know, generates ideas for movies.
Well, hell yeah, I guess the merchandise must be doing good to hold it afloat, because
yeah,
those comic book sales are pathetic, and you know we're currently in a recession, so. You know, the numbers are down even more so than they were same time last year.
And again, it's like, do people I don't think people are reading as much, are they?
Just in general, yeah. Regular books, magazines, even just going to blogs to read articles and stuff like that's just not a thing anymore. Thank you, TikTok.
And again, you have so much more.
Thank you, BuzzFeed, and your stupid listicles.
And there's so much more entertainment these days that, you know, competing for your money, you know. Streaming.
Bro, I don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah, but streaming services.
Yeah, I don't watch
video
cable at all.
Video games.
Exactly. There's a lot of competition here. So. But Power Girl cut through the noise for me. So
yes, I know. I mean, I think last episode when I said, "Hey, let's cover Power Girl," you're like, "Yeah, okay, let's do it."
Yeah. Kind of have to. It's kind of our brand of Busty Justice. So.
Yes. All right.
Make sure you use that in the title.
Busty Justice, a.k.a. Power Girl Special Number 1.
Exactly.
Oh, damn. Really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, just like when you're on Twitter, just be like, Busty Justice.
Check out Busty.
Extra, special edition, Busty Justice.
Check out Busty Justice, a.k.a. All right. Hell, I'll do Power Girl every week. Hell, I'll do Power Girl every week if you want.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
I was going to say, we should cover that series I was talking about, the one that New 52 killed.
Ooh, you know what? Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. If we could find some time. And maybe after we do Heroes Reborn, after that brain rot and I get back in September, we could do that for Patreon, maybe.
Okay.
Ask the boys if that's something they're interested in. If they are, we can do that.
A character with huge...
We'll put visuals up on the Patreon as well. So.
A character with huge breasts. I wonder if Ray would be down for that. Have you not been paying attention for the last year?
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Just to make sure. I mean, they do pay for it. Hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
See, if you want to tell us what to do, become a patron.
That's right, kids. Yes.
Also, if you want to be made fun of. If you want to be bullied and bully, become a part of the Patreon elite.
The Hard Master.
That's right.
Want drops specifically crafted and tailored for you? Join the Patreon.
Go ahead, throw it in.
That's right. So, oh, and yes, and when Lilith is on her vacation in September to the asylum, yes, I know Will and I were still trying to figure out what we're gonna do, but yeah, instead of Salty and Petty in September, yes, we're gonna be getting more unlimited justice. So, first we were talking about maybe doing all the star. All the different Starmen, but then we're like, maybe we should do some legacy stuff, like, the Legacy of Starman. What's the other one we were talking about? Yeah, there was a few where just like,
I trust you, boys. You'll do something interesting.
Hey, he's another real professor. Come on.
Exactly.
He taught a class on comics.
Like, suck it, Charlie.
It's DC. He won't listen to this.
Exactly. So Sidekicks me. I don't even know if he knows that exists.
What is that? He knows it exists. I just don't think he knows what's on it.
I don't think he remembers. Unless Tristan brings it up, I don't think he'll remember.
That loose cannon, Charlie, yes, sir.
I'm uncancelable.
All right. Anything else, Lilith Hellfire?
Nope. Let's wrap it up and fly away.
Hail. Anyway, so yeah, kids, next week, I guess, yes, I believe it said next week, Flash 800, so, yes, come back for our review of that, and then, what is that, like 2 weeks or so after that? Yeah, whenever June 20th is that week, yeah, we'll cover the Wonder Woman 800, yeah, there'll be 2 weeks after that, yes, Wonder Woman 800, so yes, we'll do both reviews of those. Email us your thoughts, because we'll probably do it that Wednesday, because I get my comics on Wednesday, so you'll have at least 24 hours to email us your thoughts on the issues. CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And, hey, send us your thoughts on the Power Girl special number 1. We'll read them next time to start off the episode. All right, and remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics if you're new here. Episodes, social media, merchandise, and the aforementioned Patreon. Please subscribe. We need women because it's all men over there right now. So come on, girls.
Yeah, we can use some clams and yams. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
We won't treat you like Frank Miller. We promise.
And again, you can suggest stuff we cover right now. We just started a review of all the series from Heroes Reborn. So Lilith got off late the first month, but
go check out that episode. I think it was a really great discussion.
Oh yeah. I heard the greatest comic discussion of all time. Who did it? We did.
I think Charlie is a bad influence on me.
Well, all right. Lilith Hellfire. All right, Grandma. Where can anyone find you any place besides Facebook?
No, of course not. I'm old and I'm settled in. Friend your internet granny, Lilith Hellfire on Facebook.
Either do the 6 or do the 9. That's a mouthful. It's so salty. Sweat it.
Not really going with the friendly grandma image here, Phil.
Holds me down.
Well, give me a drop that's wholesome from you, and I'll play it.
You never take my wholesome drops ever.
When do you say anything wholesome?
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
I'm sure I've said at least 2 wholesome things in like 5 years, Phil. I'm pretty sure.
I think if I want a wholesome drop, I got to go to Eve Heavenwater for that.
She's not going to make a comeback, so.
Really? Oh, that's right. She settled down and is having a bunch more kids. That's right.
Exactly. She's got no time for podcasts.
Just time for her children, her husband, and the church. That's right. And her knitting. All right. Ah, nice. And her cats. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again next week. Yes, see, we plan it. You heard the planning right here, live on the air. Next week, Flash 800. Oh, I should see if Jeremy Adams will join us again. Yes, because Will and I talked to him for the Green Lantern stuff. Yes.
Cool. Let's see.
I'll reach out. I'm sure he would do it. Probably just a schedule. The schedule allows
everybody's super busy.
because they're doing 50 books. All right, kids, come back next time and get yourself some justice.
Unlimited justice. Outrageous.